welcome to the Verde Room. This is Greg Jeldon.
And I'm Bernie B.
And I'm Lazy K, the Mixtape Queen.
Lazy K, thank you for coming down today. We appreciate you.
I'm feeling so wavy right now.
We're about to get lazy up in here. That's what's about to happen.
I'm trying to tell them.
About to get lazy with K.
Yeah.
Con el toro verde.
Man.
Yeah.
You know, the horns in the room and all that green going on.
Man, I love that Verde.
Loving
so
it.
Pretty.
Oh, man.
Ready
So
good.
to smoke on this.
You know?
Yeah. So you said Mixtape Queen.
Mixtape Queen.
So tell me about that.
Legendary hip hop.
Yeah, I love that.
Hip hop in the building.
We love hip hop here in the Verde
From
Room.
New York City. From digging in the crates back in the days.
Man.
I love that.
You know? All
And
the
she be
legends,
excited about it, too.
All the favorite rappers. We started in the basement. We started in the studio recording mixtapes and taking it straight to the streets of New York City.
I love that.
The culture.
I love
Not to mention parties and all that good smoking behind the scenes.
that. Oh, yeah.
That modern day speakeasy, huh?
That cuidado.
That gas.
That New York City, oh, watch out. It's not so legal here, K, but we don't care.
Bro, we don't care. Yeah, well, that's how it was.
Right.
That's how it was. Yeah.
It was perfect. You had to know the bouncer in order to have a good section in the club where you can, like, smoke your smoke.
Yeah.
There it is.
So what brought you out to California?
Well, smoke.
Smoke. Hey, it's the best out here, right? That's a good reason. We love that reason. We love that reason.
It's just that I don't have to have the bouncer next to me. I can just be on my own.
There it is.
We love that.
I don't need security now. It's like, hey, I got a headache. Can you please fix it?
Yes. Oh, man.
This is Cali, baby. It's different. It's a different vibe.
Green is king.
El toro.
Yeah.
Hey, trees are dope, right? Trees are dope.
That
What's
they
the
are.
idea with the whole roll-up? You see, uptown we used to have the Philly blunts, then we had the Dutch Masters, then we had the Fancy Leaf, but now you don't need none of that. You can just go straight to the toro. It comes with the wrap, right?
Man, so we're going to send you the check in a minute. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like,
right?
okay, she didn't put it down for me.
I love that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. But that's just,
That's what I do. This is New York minute, baby.
Yeah.
real talk. Hey, look, shout out New York, bottom line, right? So, look, I'm Cali, born and raised. But my guys, Gary and Alec, come from New York one year, and I say like 92, 93, and they showed us about these L's. And they showed us how to roll up the L in like a White Owl at the time.
White Owl.
Or it was the old Philly blunts, them fat Phillies, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So we would clear them puppies out and roll up stress at the time, you know? Because wasn't nobody really on no chronic.
Pop
that was
out
like
all those black seeds.
Yes, sir. Unless you want holes in all your clothes and seeds, you're going to get them seeds out of there.
Like 10 times.
Yeah. Yeah, but they showed me how to roll a L, and I started rolling them, and then my name on the streets, all my guys call me Blunt, B-L-U-N-T.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
I roll the best blunts there is out there. You know, I take any challengers, run that on a White Owl, a Dutch Master, a Fanta, a Backwood.
You hear that?
You want to roll?
That's a challenge.
You
There
know,
you go.
A master roller, man. That's what I do.
Well, we should light these up.
As you should. Anything else
we
would be
should light
uncivilized.
these up.
I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it looks like that's a man's world because, you know, the size of that is like, you can't just smoke that or just smoke that.
I mean, the experience.
Because, you know, woo.
We accept everybody here in the Verde Room. Men, women, everybody can come smoke with us.
Man,
See? That's the challenge.
I'm waiting on aliens.
Alien, they're accepted too.
I'm just waiting on them to come on.
Can you
Sit down.
imagine an alien coming out like where the weed at? Like,
I want to smoke some alien weed. Is what I'm saying. I want to trade. I'll give you a Canagar. I want an alien weed. I want to see what's gonna happen.
Man,
they are kind of green already. You be wondering.
Hey, right?
That's that extra stellar.
Hey,
That Novocaine.
that alien out of space smoke. But that's what's sad. So how long you been doing this? Well, not that I'm interviewing you, but I'm asking, how long you
She's
had the
flipping it
whole-
on you, Bernie.
Yeah, I'm flipping it on you. Like, how long you been having the cigar thing? Like,
I've been rolling these for about 8 years now.
oh my God, 8 years.
Yeah.
Well, it
That's
shows.
perfection now.
It shows.
See, all the tests is already done. All the, the consulting, all that's done now is just like, let's smoke.
Let's smoke.
The only R&D go
like
down now is with G and I. on our R&D sessions. That's what we do. You have to see how they smoke.
See, like, we got to talk to Jay-Z. We got to be like, what's up with the 40-40? Let's bring some of these cigars and this already. So, I wonder if they passed the law already in New York. I'm so behind, like, my politics.
From my understanding, not yet.
Not yet. It's not like we can just be like, we lounge, hey.
No, not yet. Not yet.
But when they do,
one day,
we're ready for them.
See, this is the bullshit. Like, why they gotta wait so long? Like, what's the whole? Right now, people, it's indoors. Well, outdoors, but you know what I mean. Right? Indoors, like they not working like they used to work, but so, and it's winter in New York too, so.
But I'm sure that the indoor grow go crazy in the basement of somebody's house in New York.
Well, there it is,
On the down low, though.
Man.
On the down low.
Oh, back to them days.
I know
well, that's the reason why I moved to Cali, now that we get that out the way.
Man. Yeah, because it's plentiful here. It's what we do. They say it's a drought, but I ain't seen it. G, you seen it?
There's a little bit of a drought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a supply and demand thing, I think. I think that there's a when you're talking about really high-end quality cannabis, not everybody can achieve that.
True.
Everybody tries. A lot of people go for it, but at the end of it, there's very little really, really high-end cannabis. And there's even less of this quality product that's out there.
True.
So, yeah.
It's a little bit of who you know, too, though, G.
Oh, this is relationship based.
Yeah,
it's all about that. It's all community based, right? You smoke cannabis together.
Mm-hmm.
So
these rolling is so nice. I gotta take my picture with the whole. This is the aftermath right here. El Toro Verde and Greg, specialist. We are testing the green.
Man, R&D.
We are testing the green.
Research and development. You need one to research and develop?
Yeah, I heard.
No?
So we are live doing the podcast, and then we're going to have also live performances.
Soon,
right? Soon?
Live performances real soon.
Ooh,
like
look how elegant.
Soon.
Look how elegant the cigars. Look how elegant they doing the cigar.
Bosses only. So look, we're going to be doing a cipher once a month, too. Just like you, Kay here, we all about the culture, man, from the bottom up. That's what we about. And everything going corporate right now, but we still got to keep that nostalgia from the streets,
Yeah, the culture always been supporting the smoke. Oh, man. Anyway, ya tú sabes, Toro Verde. Craig, we over here doing it live, so we're going to have the live sessions. Get ready. How it feels.
Oh, beautiful.
So you said that you used to dig in the crates. Do you still play music with records, or are you exclusively digital now, or how does that work?
I'm doing digital right now, a lot of music through the Serato system. So
Gotcha.
I download my MP3s, but I have a full warehouse. So if actually on the other side of Manhattan in New Jersey, I have a warehouse. I got probably over 10,000 vinyls there.
Wow.
If not more CDs, the whole history of hip hop. From digging in the crates. I think I even have like some club music, some vinyl, a lot of reggae, because I used to go to a lot of underground reggae parties, and there was a lot of vinyl there. And I collect a couple of the homies' collections that was like, hey, I ain't going to DJ no more. You can have my records. And they used to have their grandmother records in there too.
Nice.
So, yeah. I want to do something like that, bring the vinyls back out, because I still have them. Like,
yeah.
I feel like it's a part of me, just like.
Vinyl is on the comeback, though. Honestly, I know a couple different vinyl stores. Like, there's one in Ontario just opened up, and they got 2 stories of nothing but vinyl.
See, with all that space that you got right here, if I had to put like a vinyl factory with man, my mind goes a miles.
Yeah.
All them walls, you got like, maybe I should bring my vinyls here to Cali, and then
you can't replicate the sound from vinyl.
No,
even in Serato. No, you need vinyl for that.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's the creation of that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we always used to go in the studio and have the beats, and then everybody roll up, K, or roll up. Everybody used to come in the studio and smoke their weed. And if I remember, it was 2 type of weeds. We had, like, in the 90s, I remember it was just like the back boogie. Like that's what we used to call the Jamaican. The Jamaicans used to have that dirt.
Okay.
That was a cheap weed that you smoke and you just got nothing but munchies.
Yeah.
Very
Okay.
familiar.
Okay.
And then I remember when the purple haze came out, it was like who got a purple haze?
Nice.
And that's still
that
old
chronic.
school. Like
Yeah,
that's the chronic.
That's when that chronic came out.
Mhm.
So and then that's when they start hitting you with the $10 bags, the dimes. They used to call it the dimes. I'm like, oh my god. And they used to give you this little ass weed compared to the Jamaican back boogie. You get the whole bag.
You
Right.
wasn't rolling
And then
them like this. That's
it was
for
like
sure.
a little tiny piece of
Yeah.
like weed inside this little bag. Like, oh, this is the purple haze. Oh, okay. So is this gonna get me? Because I can't even roll in the
Right.
Philly blow with this shit.
Man,
It's not enough.
That's
So
a
you have
joint.
to be one of them type of rapper ballers. Like, oh yeah, I got 20 on it. I got 30 on it. And then you get you're blown fatter and fatter and fatter. But now I'm looking at your cigar.
We got
How
7
many
grams.
dimes is in there?
That's a lot of dimes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
7
yeah.
dime bags right there.
So you
know?
see, you cannot go. It's a back in the day price.
Yeah.
Imagine now. I'm talking early '92. So you see the progress. It's just like music, and this is the progress. This is like where we at right now.
Yeah.
This is true.
So,
Ooh.
is there any up and coming artists or artists that are out right now that really capture your attention, or are you more old school when it comes to music?
No,
Or
I had the evolution with it. So from back in the '90s, doing mixtapes and the regular cassette tapes to regular stores, I end up meeting the industry. So through people at the record companies, studios, then we went after to like the digital world, the MP3s,
Sure.
and everything changed right there.
right?
So it was, it was everything started happening faster. So you had to keep up with good music, and the sound changed a lot. A lot of the South took over, the trap sound took over. So which it was good. We adapted to that. And then now you got the LA over here, so the Bay sound. We call it the Bay. Sometimes they have different sounds. So it's like, so I seen the evolution though, and I'm into bars. I'm into hip hop. People that spit real bars. So my artists, like the one that you're gonna hear later on, or anyone that works with me, I'm into. You gotta have something. You gotta say something that's
that
gonna
fire.
get that fire. That, because especially if you're feeling high and you're feeling good, you don't want to hear no bullshit like that might mess up your high.
That's true. That's true.
And where I'm from, you get hurt for sounding not the way you're supposed to. But anyways, it's different. And then I think weed and music go together. And then it's lazy. I'm laid back, and it's been there for 20 years. I've been doing this. I'm the Mixtape Queen. I had best weed smokers like Max B and French Montana. That's one of my babies. He always shout out Max B.
Shout
And
out
then-
French Montana.
Yeah, and
Hell
then
yeah.
we came from there. They mixtapes back in New York, and it was all related to weed too. Even when I met Nipsey Hussle, I was able to do his first mixtape as well.
Okay.
So it's all about
Shout out to
smoking.
Nippy.
R.I.P. Nip.
Yeah.
How was that working with Nipsey on that?
Man, it was like when I first met him, he came to New York and he asked me to host his mixtape. So I didn't really know his background until I heard the music that he gave me. And he had features with Drake.
Right.
He had features with the G Unit people, like like different celebrities. I was like, oh,
Right.
he's doing good already.
Yeah.
So it was an honor, if anything, and now it's like, wow, I got the pleasure to work with him. So now it's different. I work with different legends. I'm doing radio with Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Fu Radio. Shaq got multiple
Shaq Fu.
personalities.
Shaq Fu.
He probably will be at this table with us smoking on the cigar. Like, yeah,
He's
kid.
welcome anytime.
Let's go, big guy.
Open invitation to Shaq.
Like, I wonder what kind of
Come on out, Shaq.
What will do the reaction of the big cigar like that with a big guy. You know how that goes.
Yeah.
But there it is. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? So one thing took me now in radio. Now we playing all the songs and we doing, and I got a Toro right now. So we are looking to decipher something between radio and good weed, and then good podcasts and everything. We can have a dope house show once a month. Bring you experience around,
An
and
exclusive
taste the
experience.
taste and just get
Exclusive.
loose on the mic.
Man.
Getting loose.
Come
Lazy
party
and
with
loose.
us.
Lazy and loose.
Yeah, who's
I like
loose?
it.
I
I
like
like
that
it.
too. Maybe
On
that's
that
the
green.
Yeah.
Off in
No.
the Verde.
But see, that's crazy because just last year, when everything was kind of normal, I did something called Thanksgiving weekend. But rappers is like, oh no, it's Thanksgiving. Don't nobody come out for that in LA. Like, so I changed the name. I called it LAX weekend.
Okay. Okay.
Everybody was coming out of, everybody was traveling for the holiday. So I just give it a fancy name. And then I got me one of these warehouses like this.
Okay.
And we brought the rappers in. And then one of my friends was like, hey, I bring the weed. So he like set up our own dispensary that we had a dope ass show back in downtown. It was close to downtown LA. So it was like the weed, the good vibes, and the live performance. It was amazing. So this is something that we're going to bring back.
They used to call it a speakeasy, and then even sooner. I mean, if we come to our time now, they call it a session.
The session, that works.
Yeah, the session.
It's speakeasy. I like that too, though.
Yeah.
We used to call it a rave too.
That's
what I would call it.
It was a rave prior to
but
the
why
session.
not bring them both together?
I love it.
Why can it be that? Because see, my sister, she's from San Diego. So she's down into that electronic and that rave, and then when the beat drops, she just go boom, boom. She just go crazy on the floor. Like, I'm like, damn, like what you smoking?
Same vibe.
Canagar. El Toro Verde.
Anything else is uncivilized.
There you go.
Uncivilized.
There you go.
So with the culture though, Lazy K, how have you, other than the change of the music from like the East Coast to the West Coast to the South, with the movement of women in hip hop right now?
The women is actually kind of coming in. Like right now, you hear more female rappers say fat, and I think that's dope because I always supported the ladies.
Right.
Back in the day, it still is. I have a movement called the Murder Mommies.
Okay.
Murder Mommies.
Yeah, it was Lazy K and the Murder Mommies. So a lot of people in the industry or industry events are like, yeah, Lazy K, when you DJ, bring the Murder Mommies. Right. So you got input with females, and now back then when you had that much music, it was a few star ones like Remy Martin, right? There guy that was part of the Murder Mommies. Yeah. Man, what can I say? I have a few DJs too here from the West Coast. There was a couple of female DJs too, and we just turn up the parties. It was love. It was, now we got to get the West Coast Murder Mommies. What's up?
We might as well. I don't, anything else uncivilized. I think it'd be a beautiful thing.
Yeah, you see? So there it is.
But I think it's interesting that currently in hip hop, women have reached a level of success that they haven't reached before. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at Cardi B. I mean, she's killing it right now. Yeah. I mean, she interviewed a presidential candidate. I mean, you wouldn't have thought about that 20 years ago, right? In hip hop. So I think that's amazing.
Because they have those votes now. Like, like I remember when we did Rock the Vote, and a lot of rappers was into that campaign. Mm-hmm. So now it's like they can see the influence of celebrities or artists just bringing them votes up.
And that's crazy coming from the hip hop culture, especially from the beginning of it as it was kind of.
Now you're at the White House.
Yeah, it was right. Yeah, right. Now you're at the White House. Even back then when Easy and them went to that White House, that was kind of epic. That's when it really started to change, I think, when NWA ended up going, or Easy went to the White House itself.
See?
That began this whole thing. That was the first Kanye, I would say.
That's dope. See, Easy. I would have never thought of that. Easy, he at the White House,
right?
What could he be doing that day?
I mean, he in there with khakis, a T-shirt, and a Jerry curl.
A Jerry curl.
Did he have an NWA hat on?
With an NWA, I think it was either NWA or Raider hat on. But he was out. He brought Compton to DC for sure.
There you go.
Man, he had them beats. We heard that all the way in New York, so I know he was doing his thing. Yeah. So
So it's beautiful to see how it evolves.
That beat and that Drake, man.
Yep. That we want easy.
To, corrupt.
Yeah.
Fuck the police. That was, I mean,
that was,
their music is just as in today as it was 30 years ago, especially even today with what's going on and how everything's going on in the world. I think they're
cell phone world. Like,
timeless.
I told you
it's timeless.
That was on the cell phone. You can see it.
But it just goes to show that the same things that were happening today were happening 30 years ago and 60 years ago, and we got to make a change. We can't.
What's going to happen 10 years from now?
No,
something's got to change. Something's got to give.
10 years got to be gone.
Like, what's going on? Something got to give.
Yeah,
for
something
real.
has to
all
give.
This going on, and then now that with all this distancing and all, something got to give. I mean, I really appreciate the no traffic. That's the best thing out of it.
Oh, with COVID?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, I mean, you know, some people complaining. I don't know. I'm loving like
You got to look at the glass half full, and part of that glass being half full is lack of traffic. I totally agree. It's great.
And we got to look at us as a people, right? We're hunter gatherers, right? Not to be just clocking in at a job and that's that. So I think a lot of people have tapped into their natural abilities of what they have in their DNA. You know, because I've seen a lot of people that become entrepreneurs in this stay-at-home state.
Well, I can tell you, I hunt and gather for the best weed and hash on the
There
earth
it is.
every day. So I feel like a hunter and gatherer right now. That was a perfect description. As soon as you
even
said that, I was
heard-
like,
I even
yes,
heard
that's me.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I even heard that if you smoke during this epidemic, it's good for you. Is that true?
I hear that cannabis is good at protecting you against COVID. So
Protecting you.
I have certainly used this on a regular basis to make sure that COVID is not around me.
So
What-
it's like an antenna. It's like it detects something that
Right?
changes coming my way.
There's no
not going
COVID in
there.
this room right now because there's
see?
so much cannabis smoke going.
There
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It protects you.
I hope so. I mean, I wanna believe it. I don't know how true it is. Who knows?
Hey, so it must be true.
Right? If it's on the internet, right? It must be true.
Yeah, right. If it's on the internet,
Yeah,
it must be true.
exactly.
I say we speak things into existence, G.
There it
Oh, I
is.
love that. That's the truth. I believe that true.
So,
Yeah,
there it is.
100%.
Yeah, everything
Yes,
goes with cannabis.
everything does.
Food,
I think it taps us in. You know, honestly.
fashion, like you feeling high, feeling good, you dress. Oh, let me hit the
Everything, sex,
This is
Sex.
true.
everything with cannabis is better.
It's much
So
better. It's true.
yes,
And if
yes.
you don't know,
Now you know.
you know. We can get you a bar
Well,
of that.
now y'all know everything is better with cannabis, and I agree. Though, so since I can remember, it's times in your life where you like gotta maybe take a certain time. It's like, okay, I gotta take some time off. But do you really find yourself like going 100 miles? Like, where am I going so fast? Hold on.
Right.
Where you go back? Sit back and relax and roll
Right.
something. So
There you
can
go.
Catch track. Like so you can be like. this
Catch
is
the
where it's
vibe.
at.
That's
Yeah.
the way. That's the wavy right there.
See, that's the
Catching the
wavy.
vibe.
You know?
Yeah.
Catch that wave.
100%.
So that's the only reason why things happen. I mean, it can only be right. I wonder if they smoke somewhere in Japan.
Yes.
I hear they do.
What about somewhere in Africa?
Yes.
Oh yeah, they smoke in
Like,
Africa.
Definitely.
where-
There's places in Africa where cannabis is decriminalized,
Yep.
and they cultivate it.
Just recently.
Shout out strain hunters
Strain Hunters, my
so
man.
this
Yeah.
is really
our-
something for years and years and all around the world.
in China,
Like,
in the
what-
Himalayas, it in Europe.
They in the
like,
bush
I
growing cannabis
thought-
on hay bales in the middle of the swamp.
Yes.
You know, when I was a kid, all those like the peace pipes, like all them tribe Indians and fighting the cowboys and all that, like that peace pipe was the weed in there?
Oh yes.
Was that the weed?
I
'Cause
would think
really
so.
think so too. Okay.
I think it creates peace.
There
It
it
creates
is.
peace in my life. So
I know
I
it
always
creates
thought,
peace
like,
in
when
my
people
life.
is cranky here, smoke some, and then they're kind of nicer after.
I think so. Yeah.
There it is.
All I'm
Yeah.
asking is to let me smoke my cannabis.
I mean,
We all gonna be okay.
Yeah, but there it is. You
You
know,
know,
it's fancy. It's
it
fancy.
is. It's that's it.
Now you
Okay.
can eat
It's-
it too. You can put it on the sazon,
You can you can rub it on your
on
lady.
the chicken sauce. You can
Oh,
lick
yeah.
your fingers.
There you
however,
go.
however you want it. And look, we got it for you right there, Planet Z. Yep. However you need,
Man,
any of the ways she just said you
he
can have
walked
it,
me
they got
through
you
the
right
rooms.
there.
it's beautiful, right?
I seen the baby cannabis when they're in a little container, like they just got a little flower, and then
Right.
it's just there by itself, a little, and then it goes into the light room, and the light room's got all this beautiful green, more green, with beautiful light on it. Like, oh, we growing, we get ready.
Let's
Oh,
see
you
it
gonna
green.
smoke me soon.
Yes.
And then you go to the dry room, right? Did I get it right?
Yep, you got it right.
In the dry room, the babies are getting ready for the trim.
For the trim, they're
For
growing
the
out.
tram, baby. see, it's a good thing I got my tour.
She came and got educated today in the
and then
Cali
in the
way.
trim room, nobody talks because that's a piece of artwork. And like they concentrating in there, like cut this little piece over here,
Yes, they are.
and there goes the beautiful flower.
Then it comes out to this beautiful flower.
And
right?
then
What's up with the sticky part? That why? Why sticky?
That's the whole point of it. Is that the terpenes.
Yeah, the plant produces the stickiness as a protection, as a security.
Okay.
So that's part of what it is. But you missed one part,
Ooh,
probably
no.
one of the best parts in the whole facility. Once it leaves the trim room, it travels over to the El Toro Verde rolling room.
Wait.
And
I
this
know
is
that.
where the
I think of it. That was the
real
end part.
magic happens.
That was the end part.
It's yes, and I just wanted to help finish the story along because this
Thank
part
you.
is where it is like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, in my opinion. I mean, when I go in there, I am just like in heaven. So it's my favorite room in the whole facility.
Because that's the grand finale.
It's the grand
That's
finale.
when you get to taste the product.
It is.
Man,
It is.
that's
The
that
fireworks are going off in that room, my
Yes,
friend.
yes, it is.
Sir.
And,
Yes, sir.
I'm truly right now. We've hit a milestone. So it's going down, man. I can't wait for you guys to go on and scoop your El Toro Verdes up off the market.
Yeah. And then we're going to roll it up with the show, too. So stay tuned for more to come.
Yeah.
And you had some bars, too. So, it's only right that you support the movement.
Yeah.
And Craig, what do you do?
What do I do? Well, so I have a company called Cannabis Management Group, and I work in the cannabis industry doing
Yes, he got all the knowledge.
just about everything. Just about everything. But before we go, do you have any projects that are upcoming? Do you have an Instagram? Do you have anything that you can shout out to us and showcase so that we can let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, and what's upcoming?
Everything is my Instagram, DJ Lazy K.
Shout out DJ Lazy K.
LAZYK.
Get them.
All right.
And then that's everything there. And I got my mixes that goes in radio and pretty much working on the DJ Lazy K album where it's like I want to produce the artist and also bring a couple of scratchings back to life, back to the 2020s.
Love that.
It's kind of in the past.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff related to DJing and bringing new artists into the world, like to the new essence of shows, maybe a couple of shows, or maybe the new next generation of albums, or I like music, so music and weed.
Music and weed.
Love that.
I have to say, Kay, that personally, from the bottom of my heart, loved and appreciated. Right.
Thank you.
The hip hop culture, you kind of are a bloodline. Without DJs, what would we have?
A lot of big decisions.
Yeah.
And
So
now looking back, it's like, I was just a fly on the wall that day. But look, I was there to see that whole process go. And then some other times where I was actually the gatekeeper. Like somebody asked me a question. Do we let him in?
Hey.
Can he be the best? Let's let him in.
I love it. I love it.
Got the best ear. And just
And
hearing
now-
you spin and looking at your passion for what you do, I appreciate that.
Same thing here,
from
man.
the culture,
I can
appreciate that.
only learn more and more about that growth, the weed, everything that I was repping for a long time, too. So there it is. Now we going to turn into a party.